wel.
Now, this name's Darryl. We have met before. And this is Inspector Tony Culver.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've met Mr. Culver before.
Yeah. You want to sit down?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Would you like any drink?
No, I'm fine. Thanks. I had a drink before I came out.
Okay, water?
No worries, mate.
You know what? You're not shop not open today.
Sorry? No, I got somebody work there.
Oh, good.
Hey, look, I'll take this seat because then I can face you. Is that alright?
Yeah, that's fine.
Move it.
Good sized house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so now remember I came to your office or your work and we were talking about the inquiry and how I'll look into it and speak to everybody. Now that's now been completed. I've spoken to all the police officers involved, a couple of witnesses. There was that Scottish bloke, Greg.
Yeah.
I've spoken to him and the two of the people at the start that came in or that went to your shop.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we'll go through. There is obviously with what's happening with the stories, there's always conflicting stories with both. So we've looked at, like you've got your story and then someone else has another story. So I've spoken to the two that came around to your store.
Just go through each allegation.
Yeah, okay.
Which two?
You know, you went to your kebab shop on the night. You know the two people?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go through your complaint and we'll go through paragraph by paragraph.
Yep.
And as we go along, I'll just explain the investigation and what happened and what will result from that. So number one was that you're actually at your business, so that's not an issue. Everybody agrees that it was on that night and something happened at your store, okay? So number two, the same. That's just saying that there were people around.
Yeah.
Number three, you mentioned a name called Jason Hodgkinson.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, I tried to ask you before how you came about that name.
From the witnesses.
Okay. Did Brendan O'Connell give you that name?
No.
Because Jason Hodgkinson, there's no Jason Hodgkinson that's a resident of Northern.
He's live in Mandra. He's not in Northern, he lives in Mandra.
Okay. And that Jason Hodgkinson hasn't been in Northern for a couple of years? The person that...
So you're telling me information?
Yeah, just
yeah. So basically, the investigation is there. Jason Hodgkinson was never here. The person that you nominated as being the person that allegedly threatened to kill you wasn't a Jason Hodgkinson.
So why the police is covering up? They're not giving me the right name. All what I want to do is I want to take him to court.
Police have never given you the Jason Hodgkinson name.
No, I'm asking why the police did not give me the right name. Okay, the police say it's not Jason Hodgkinson. Then who's the person who attacked me? And,
hey, look, and I can give you the details, and then you can go through the human rights and make a complaint through them.
I already done all the legal parts.
Okay, look, you can make a complaint, and they can come to us, and we will give them all the details in relation to this job.
But what I'm saying, corruption is not just police. I'm an honest person. I can tell you the whole system, the whole government is corrupted.
Okay, well,
now,
look, that's...
Now, why, that's my opinion, my own opinion. Why I believe that? Why I believe that? Now, we've been attacked from people, which is we don't know who they are. Yeah. They wasn't drunk. This is very important issue. They were acting normal. They came to my shop. Are you a Muslim? Threatening to kill me? You know the rest of the story. Yeah. Now, the issue is, I knocked all the legal system to try to give justice to myself and to my family. My daughter, she been affected from the incident. Until now she doesn't go to school because of the incident. She's scared to deal in public because she thinks it's threat. Everybody threatening Muslims. That's the idea for 14 years old.
Has she been cancelled in relation to that?
Yeah, she's been cancelled. She still see a counsellor, but the issue is I don't have problem with the police. Yeah. I never have an existent problem other than long time ago, you know, I've been charged with something I didn't do, but this is finished. Yeah. Now, the issue is why the police, they're hiding the name of the people they attacked me with my family. All what I
Well,
want.
we can't give you that. It's got to go through
all-
freedom of information first.
Yeah, all what I want is I want to sue the people.
Yeah, that's fine.
They has to pay for the crime. Now the issue is, I contacted the human rights. Okay, they deny my rights. I contacted equal opportunity.
Hang on, to get back, what do the human rights people do? They denied.
They deny that it is to do with racism or whatever. Anyway,
So you explained to them this incident.
they already had all the information.
Okay, and they've said that it doesn't fall into the racial vilification. Is that what they've said?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a picture because
Equal opportunity, the same. Ombudsman still with them, so I'm not sure what's going to be the outcome, but I can expect it the same. What's called it? Freedom of information, the same. They give me no names. So what I'm trying to explain here.
Have you made an application through those?
Yeah. I paid the fees.
Have you got the application here for us to look at?
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah, I paid the fees, this, that.
Give
The whole department,
give us a look at it.
the whole government department
Yes.
is trying to cover up because it's actually for me, I can feel it. It's racism. It's just to do because I'm Muslim.
What's that? Oh, thunder.
So
look, we're not giving you the name because you're a Muslim. We're not giving you the name because that is our system. People need to go through the freedom of information. Once you do that, you can have everything in relation to this. We have no issues with that.
So if we gave you that name off the computer, that we get in trouble.
Yeah, so it's not because of who you are and your race.
well,
it's
I'm the
because
victim here.
Yeah, but we're not-
I have a right.
we can't.
we don't just do it like that. We will give you information, but it has to go through the correct channels.
I'll write down what you need to do.
So what do you mean that somebody a victim, he does not have a right to sue the
No, he
criminal?
does,
Yes,
but
yeah.
we don't.
On which channel? If I don't know the information of the
But
person,
we're not allowed to give you somebody's personal details.
who's allowed?
Freedom of information. We're going to go through freedom of information.
Freedom of information. I told you, deny it.
Well, look, we don't run that process. But if they came to us with your application, we would honour that and we would give you the details that is needed.
Yeah, so what happens is that once you've gone through freedom of information, they send us a letter and they want the IR number and they want all the documents and everything with the investigation, and we're obliged by law to give that information. So we give that and then they get it and then they go through and then it goes on like that. There's a case there, you know.
Okay.
On the other side, if somebody came to us and said, I want the name of that kebab shop owner, would you be happy that we just gave your name out to anybody?
If I done
But just someone came up.
You should give it. If I done
But no one wants their name given out if, you know, or there's no, you know what I mean?
It's threat to kill. Okay.
Okay,
With
so now
all
we'll get
respect.
back to this. So this Jason Hodgkinson, he's actually related and tied up to Brendan O'Connell and an incident. He has investigation into this. He has nothing to do with this. But that person, we do have the proper name and we know who it is. But we're just telling you that it's not Jason Hodgkinson and he has nothing to do with this complaint. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Jason Hodgkinson is replaced by another person and we have that name, and once we get the freedom of information, we will give you that name.
I already got the freedom.
Okay, no problem. So what I'm just saying is Jason Hodgkinson has nothing to do with this complaint. I'll just let you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where, now you've got here that he said you're going to kill you, go back to your own country, are you Muslim, and don't threaten me in front of my children, and this is the incident that happened inside the kebab shop. Okay, so what's happened is I've spoken to both of those people and their story differs.
What them story?
Their story changes from yours, is different to yours. Their story is that not this person that you believe was Jason Hodgkinson, but another one has asked you if your meat was halal certified.
That's wrong. That's absolutely
And then
wrong.
they've said from there, you're the one that was the aggressor and you're the one that threatened them.
That's absolutely wrong. I got my kids, they see it.
This is what happened with the investigation, and this is what they've said. That they've said that you, the one that...
My story will be public soon, and names and everything will be showing on the...
Because further to this, then you've come to the police station, and the police there have said that you were in an angry and aggressive manner, and then you've gone back and you're out the front of the main.
Who's aggressive? Sorry.
You were.
I was.
So you were still, when you were making this complaint to the police, you were still angry and aggressive.
Aggressive.
Yeah.
Might have been your tone.
Your tone of voice, the way you were.
I've been in hysterical situation.
And then when the police have gone back to the kebab shop to see you, you were out the front in the middle of the street abusing the people at the tavern.
That's not right. That's all.
This
wrong.
is what the police is.
That's the police. The corruption from the police. That the police.
Because I have 4 police officers, 2 that were there in person, and 2 that were witnessing on CCTV footage of you in the middle of the road
That's
going over
absolutely
towards
wrong.
the tavern.
That's wrong.
Yeah, just so you know
That's
that.
wrong. I've been requested by the female officer to get to the show
Yeah.
and to.
Now, does she have to yell at you to do that?
No.
No?
No. Why she have to?
But
yell at me?
just so you're aware, just so with that footage, that's on the actual CCTV footage that we've got
Yeah.
of you in the middle of the street.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, bring it on.
No, we're trying to explain to you the investigation.
Yeah. I know.
That's
I know
all.
what's
That's all
going
it's
on.
on.
I know. I got witnesses. I got my daughter, my son. I got Greg, which is the police trying to hustle him.
Well, I spoke to Greg on the phone, now that you mentioned Greg, and he has actually said to me that you also were pretty aggressive, and that both parties, you and the other party.
This is not right because
both-
I got recording for Greg and recording even police that they don't know about it.
Okay, well,
other than the recorded.
I've spoken to Greg, and he said both of you and the other party were both being basically idiots on the night, and were both as bad as each other.
That's wrong.
And he was assaulted by an Aboriginal.
Yes, Aboriginal came and tried to, to help me out. I didn't know this Aboriginal, but what I'm telling you, that Greg's statement is completely to what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, so Greg has got. Greg has said to
I received some information from Greg that he been hustled by the police, and they tried to change his statement.
Greg hasn't made a statement. Greg and I spoke on the phone about the incident.
They stopped him in his car, they give him yellow sticker in his
I've
car.
asked him about being stopped by police, and he said he's never been stopped by police.
Yes, he told me, I got recorded from him.
And he said he's never been harassed by police. So this is.
Well, I got a recording statement from him.
Okay.
He's clearly stating that the police
that
trying to make him change his statement.
When I spoke to him, he mentioned nothing like that, and I've actually asked him if he's been harassed, and he said no.
5 times he's been requested by the police.
No problems. But look, I'm just saying this is what I've gathered from my investigation, so I'm just telling you this is what I'm gathering.
Yep.
Okay. So then, they've locked up the person out the front of the tavern, the one that you believe was Jason Hodgkinson for the threats to kill you.
Yeah.
Now, the case officer at the time, Senior Constable McAdam, has done initial investigations on the night in relation. He's spoken to Constable Gamble, who came and saw you in the shop and spoke to you about the incident.
David Basham, the officer David Basham,
No.
he mentioned to me clearly that he'll be charged 3 serious charges.
Yep.
Officer David Basham.
And he was charged with 3 serious charges.
What's related to me? He been charged with obstruct police car. What's to do with this incident? We're talking about
this
is
probably something that gets back to a bit of misinterpretation by everybody. But I'm just trying to explain to you what happened on the night by the police and the process that happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So Constable McAdam and Gamble were looking into your complaint of the threats to kill. Constable Gamble, when she was in your shop.
McAdam, is she a female or
No, he's a male.
No. But
Gamble is the lady that came into the station, into your shop.
Campbell.
Gamble.
That's female.
Female.
And that's the one she took my statement and she
Well, this is
Greg's statement.
there was no.
And even she denied.
There was no statement. Did you ever sign anything?
No, she write down
in a little notebook.
Yeah, notebook.
Okay. So what that is that's not a statement. That's
A report.
well, it's notes taken at the time of what you're telling us.
Yeah.
A statement is a long A4 size sheet, and you sign.
Yeah, so she got my notes,
She
and
got the
also
notes.
she got Greek notes. the witness, and she denied. The time they stopped him for to give him fine on his car,
Sergeant Toot was the one that spoke to Greg and took all his details.
It's actually the same female. She stopped him.
Okay. All right. No, so basically what's happened is then they've gone back after they've locked up the gentleman, and they have spoken to each other about your incident prior, the threats.
Yeah.
Based on that information they've spoken to one of the gentlemen involved, all the other officers, and based on your demeanour on the day and on the night, they determined and made a decision that there was not enough to charge with threats to kill on you. That's their decision they made on the night. Okay, so then they've taken away this gentleman and they've processed him for the 3 serious charges that Senior Constable Basham has told you about.
What was the 3 serious?
He re-entered a licensed premises, he obstructed the police, and he did some damage, okay?
Yeah. So nothing to do with the threat to kill?
Well, Senior Constable Basham wasn't dealing with your threat. He's just told you what he has locked up this gentleman for. And he said he's been locked up for 3 serious charges.
Do you know how many police came at the night? About 6 police officers minimum. 3 police cars, they came at the night.
Yep, there were 6 police officers there, yes.
It's been reported to the police when I went to the police that a threat to kill. People, they came, attacked me, threatening to kill me in front of my kids.
Just one thing, remember when me and the superintendent came and spoke to you at the shop?
Yeah.
Remember we said with the charge of threats to kill, they've got to have that motion to be able to do it. They've got to have like a stick in their hand and saying, I'm going to kill you, and then go to...
They have to have the intent,
you know?
Means, and
Okay,
not
so if I go and threats to kill somebody now, you're not going to do for me nothing?
No, not if you were a black belt karate and you shaped up and you had that intent.
Brandon O'Keefe, when he threatened just by words.
But we're not talking about Brendan O'Connell. That's not what
They
this is about.
They come and arrest him at his place.
Yeah, threats to kill wouldn't hold up in court like that.
The system has double standards.
They wouldn't.
No, it doesn't have double standards. We just need to look at what evidence is available and whether or not that evidence is enough to proceed and to gain a conviction. And on the night, when they assessed the evidence available, they believed that there was not enough evidence to proceed with the charge of threats to kill.
What about my kids? No evidence. What about
Rick?
The Scottish guy.
Greg?
Yeah. She took, the officer took statement, report.
I've spoken to Greg and he can't offer anything in relation to the threats to kill.
Well, is it being pressured by the police?
So then I've done the investigation after this, and I'm completely independent of it. I've interviewed everybody, and I agree that there's not enough to proceed with the threats to kill. And I'm an ex-prosecutor, so I know about charges in court. There is not enough, so what they've done and what they based their decision on was correct on the night.
Okay, I believe it's not correct.
What do you think the police are corrupt for? What makes you think that?
No, it's not just the police corrupt. It's the whole government corrupt.
You know, what do you think that we are? What makes you think that? Because I find it very insulting. I've been in the job 24 years, and I've done a lot for the community.
Well, my daughter, she's been suffering from this incident, and the police is protecting the criminals, and
No,
they
we're not
they
protecting
just.
the criminals.
And getting further to your report, you've got...
Anyway, that's my opinion.
Yeah, because we do a lot of work for the community. We protect and serve people. You know, we spend a lot of time with victims and everything. And I find, I'm the senior officer here. If there was any corruption at my station down here, they'd be out the door straight away. I wouldn't accept that at all. And this is when they do this report, I oversee it and go through it thoroughly and look at it and make sure that all the holes are filled and make sure that you're satisfied with what's gone on. But just to come out and say we're corrupt, it's a big call, you know.
Well, when it's threat to kill in front of little kids, consider you did not even. If it was, let me finish, please. Yeah. When it was the incident, if it was just me, I wouldn't care much.
Yeah, because
I had incident, I had a problem before. Yeah. But when it's happened in front of my little kids, little innocent kids, and police did not do nothing, then they are the police corrupt. That's my opinion.
6 police officers turned up, and 6 police officers dealt with the situation and arrested one male who was acting...
You haven't been charging for nothing related to the incident.
No, he hasn't charged it for you, but they've still turned up and they've still dealt with the incident, and and have removed those 2 people. So they have dealt with the incident. They just haven't charged the
How
person for
dangerous
threats to kill. But they've still
So-
dealt with the issues that were happening.
How dangerous is threat to kill? I mean, is it not dangerous?
Yeah, but you've got to be able to have the intent. You've got to show some motion about being
some
able to
motion?
do it.
Well, they grab the sheet of the door, the fly screen, they drop drinks, they scared my kids.
No, but I mean,
because they've been crying.
that's not threat
All
to
this
kill.
is not enough.
It's not threats to kill.
Not physical enough.
No. That's not threats to kill. That's more disorderly behaviour, antisocial behaviour.
Yeah.
And they were dealt with on the night in relation to that.
Yeah.
Both of them
He
by
been
different
released
means.
12 o'clock. He been held from 9:30 p.m. to 12, and then he been released.
Look, I can understand how you feel. Like in your mind about threats to kill, you understand that in your mind, your opinion that what happened on that night, and in front of your kids and everything, they should have been charged with threats to kill. And that's a fair call what you're saying, because you feared obviously that this may occur. But what we're trying to explain to you legally, that charge isn't enough to put to a prosecutor to have reasonable suspension of conviction. But in your mind, I understand where you're coming from, because you said...
No,
you know?
I'm talking about the law. I'm not talking about my mind.
No, but what you're saying, because what
I'm saying that there is lack of justice here.
and that's something you need to take up. If you're not happy with that actual charge, you can write to the Parliament and say, look, maybe we need to look at that charge, you know, that of threats to kill. You know what I mean?
In relation to this, you said Senior Constable Basham came to you and said 3 serious charges.
Yeah.
Can you describe him?
David Basham.
Hmm.
I have his photos.
Well, David Basham never spoke to you that night. It was Senior Constable McAdam that came to you.
David Basham.
Okay.
David Basham, and why I'm confident.
I got the photo.
I saw him at the court when I had court housing. I took his photo.
No, that's right.
Okay.
We don't need to have a look.
No,
We don't need to have a look.
So, anyway, through the investigation, Senior Constable McAdam, who was making the decision of whether or not to proceed with the charge of threats to kill, asked you if you were satisfied with the police response, and he said you were, and you shook hands.
No, in regard that he mentioned as well that he gonna be charged. Now,
He asked you to come down to the station for a statement, and you said no. Is that correct?
when he asked me
On that night.
at that night, I already done statement. Why do I have to do statement again? She took my report. She took my report.
So this is where I'm saying there's a whole heap of misunderstanding with what they're saying.
You're talking
to
about
you.
2-3 months after they want to take my statement. You already got my statement. You already got everything.
He did
the
say-
statement. Even you got my laptop is followed by the police. You got my phone is followed. You got everything trapped with me. You know all my
I don't know what
situation.
you're on about. That's
Well, I know very well.
Okay.
You know all the information you need. You don't need statement from me. You already got the report. She got the report
Oh, okay.
from me.
No,
What's her name, the officer? Gamble?
so in relation
Gamble.
Gamble.
and in relation to the corruption, because you've gone on to say that you've come to the police station numerous times,
Yeah, I
and,
got.
and no one could give you a straight answer.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that you couldn't provide the people at the station with the correct names and the people who were involved, so they couldn't view the police systems properly enough to give the answers you required?
I got all this recording, and you know, every time I go to the police, it was recorded, and those enough evidence for me to show that there is lack of justice.
And I've asked you for them, and you said you said you won't give them to me. And I rang you probably a month ago, and I've asked for those recordings because I don't have them.
I believe you got the systems has them. I don't
The
think
system.
it's. Yeah, I mean, human rights, they have them.
Have you got your application forms for when you went to human rights and that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got it on you?
Let me look quick, see.
Yeah, the one that's for freedom of information. Just if you've got it, we can have a look at it, so then we can tell you exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
What else can you say?
Oh, that's a fresh air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just get some fresh air, Mustafa.
What is it?
Just get some fresh air.
Yeah.
Have you got that paperwork?
I'm gonna ask my wife.
Can you drop it into work for us? Drop it into us?
What is it?
Can you drop in that paperwork so we can have a look for you?
Just to make sure it's correct, and then we can.
I can show it to you, but I cannot drop it to you.
No, that's all right. We'll just
I'll show it. Or we'll take a copy of it or something, and we can show, and we can look at it and say, well, you need to do this, or you need to do.
Do you want to have a seat until I bring it?
Oh, yeah, hello.
Very much.
Yeah, hang on, sit there.
Try to find me the one human rights.
Hello.
Freedom. سكر الباب مريم close the door. I'm not sure if it's here.
Oh,
Wait.
Mustafa, you can just you can just come and see me when you find it, and then I'll have a look at it, and I'll make sure that it's correct.
Freedom of information.
Excellent. I'll give it to you. Yeah. He wants to just apply to this.
Okay, so give me the CAD briefcase on there. Only they've redacted the name.
What?
You know, redacted the name. Oh yeah, so that's the job. And then that's in relation to the issues of the damage, the serious charges. Looks like they've taken out all reference to the PI's name.
Oh, that was.
That's why. So yeah, they've given him the stuff but haven't. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so they've given you everything that they've taken the names out, but you said that the human rights won't go along with any racial vilification charges.
Yeah.
So you're wanting civilly to sue this person,
Yes.
is that correct? And what do you want to sue him for? What's for?
Threat to kill because I'm Muslim. That's why he came to my shop. We don't know the people.
So
they came 7 people, not 2.
Have you hired a
Two
lawyer?
and what is it?
Have you hired a lawyer to progress this case?
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
But that would be my suggestion. My suggestion would be to hire a lawyer.
Can I ask a question?
Legal aid might be able to help you.
Yes, go on.
Okay, I noticed something when you, came, that he has his name displayed.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
but
don't know. I had it on this today. I don't know where it's gone.
I noticed that your
Oh,
name
okay,
is
sorry.
not displayed, so
No, that's completely.
it's nothing to do.
No,
that.
When we had a meeting this morning, you didn't have it on.
Yeah, I've just forgotten to put it on. But no worries, I can give you my name, Daryl Hagan, 8989. No problems at all. You'll get a letter which had held my name on it, so
yeah.
there's no issue. That's nothing.
It's just I don't know, but maybe
I'm just not as professional as the inspector.
But just with what you're saying, if there was a charge of threats to kill and we could charge that person, they would have been charged. You know what I mean? I've had a look at the file and the charges, and if there was sufficient evidence based on law that we could charge that person with threats to kill, we would have.
But
I
civilly,
want to tell you something. I care of my family more than I care of the law here in Australia, because the law here in Australia is corrupted. has double standard, and it's been discriminated against myself and my family from long time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I gotta give you my straight answer.
You know.
I won't leave this thing until it's completely solved.
Okay. So this is what you've got now, Mustafa. We have looked at the criminal side of threats to kill, and we do not believe that it can go to court and proceed and be successful. That doesn't stop you from going civilly, because there's a different burden of proof. Like, we are beyond reasonable doubt, and you are.
Okay.
What your thoughts?
Okay, let me explain to you something.
No, I'm just trying to explain to you.
I get what you mean.
So you can still go to court with this, but you have to proceed with the charges civilly. That's why I'm saying you need to go and get yourself a lawyer who can start up the process in court.
I'm gonna sue the police for covering up and try to hide things. That's one.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna sue the
Oh,
police.
sue. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna sue the people they attacked me. I have 2 cases here, but before I do all this, it's gonna be in serious in public in 2 languages, in Arabic and English, all around the world. Everybody gonna knows what's been happening here in Western Australia.
You've already put it on the internet though, haven't you?
No, not yet. That's against that. Nothing, man.
That's Brendan O'Connell putting that on.
I put it, but it's nothing. Still, when it's come serious, then you're gonna see things displayed everywhere around the world. Now, what I'm talking here, I'm talking all what I'm looking for is justice and my rights as Australian citizen. I've been 22 years in the country. They deny my rights. So far, every government department is denying our rights. They're not giving me our rights. They covering up everything. That's one type of issue. Take it to court. Let it go to court. Let the judge, jury, or whatever take decision of the issue. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
But as it is going, I can see that.
Yeah, but you can't put something to court if it's not gonna. It's a waste of public time. It's a waste of court time. You got to have some evidence to support.
I let the public first.
And it's your right to. It's your right to go civilly and can do whatever you like. From a policing perspective, the complaint that you've made in relation to this has now been investigated and completed. We've deemed that there is not enough evidence to proceed with a threats to kill charge criminally. I've had a look at it. I can't see any evidence at the police station where there is any corruption by the police in relation to this incident. And short of you actually giving us physical evidence that there is some form of corruption, not that we just haven't given you information.
You got the evidence already. You didn't need my.
Well, I don't have the evidence, and I've asked you for it.
You said to me that you're gonna come and take statement from my daughter, isn't it?
Sorry, I've done the investigation, and I've seen you. Well, I've seen a video of your daughter on the line.
What is it?
The video of your daughter explaining the situation on.
No, you came to my shop, or you came. Which one? The one who came to my shop?
It'd probably be me, I think.
Yeah, you came to my shop, and you said.
Yeah, but I don't need to take that statement.
Okay.
I don't need to take that statement after doing the investigation.
Okay. After. So you finished the investigation with
I've done the investigation, Mustafa, and I've had a look at it. I've viewed online your video evidence, and you had your daughter on there as well.
Yeah.
And I looked at that, and I deemed that I couldn't get the information that she gave. Okay, was there anyway.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to then come and do a formal statement.
Yeah.
And the thing you got to think of too is that your daughter, the stress and everything. Obviously, she's been through a traumatic situation, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And then if we needed to get a statement off her, no worries. But if we come and start, and then it relives and. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I get strong
evidence.
With even police, they didn't know about it. But in the time, we'll display.
All right.
We'll show.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
No worries, Mustafa. No problem.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Yeah. And police, by the way, they keep harassing me. They 2 speed fines, 2 times they stopped me. That's talking about my car. This will get the situation worse, not better.
Yes, camera.
That's a multi-nova. That's a camera.
I know what we're talking about.
Not
Not just the camera.
Is it the same incident?
No,
so it's 2 different times.
So
that's just a process.
It's 28. I know what it is.
I
know what it is.
But
what I'm saying, policing start to hassle me.
There's no harassment. That's just
this is one settle the issue. This will
inflame.
If
Is that what you're trying to
yes.
say?
If you have any more, if you've got any more evidence or you have any problems,
And by the way, I'm not Brandon O'King.
yeah.
We two different people.
Yeah.
He might be scared, but I'm never scared.
Okay.
If you have any,
Police doesn't scare me.
Listen
Government
to,
doesn't scare me.
Listen to Tony, he
Nothing
just
will
wants to
scare me.
explain something to you.
Yeah.
if you have any problems at your shop, make sure that you ring so we can come out straight away.
No, I'm not worried, man. I'm staying in this town. I'm not living in this
Yeah,
town.
and police
I'm
will,
happy there.
and police will still come out to your shop if you call and ask for assistance.
We'll
That
still
will
give
never
you a
change.
service, you know what I mean?
Yep.
We never change a service. We always give a service.
My service will be independent. I'm not looking for the help of
No,
the
but
police.
if you do need us, you know what
I don't need nobody.
Okay. No worries.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I mean? Alright. See you later.
Corrupted.